Hey there, folks. This is Charlotte, the Gulf Coast Granny, and tonight, you aren't going to believe this, we are watching band competition, state band competition on the TV out there in the living room, but I can't show it on stinking, yay, you're on a ship and you have Wi-Fi. Awesome, Bone Tired. That's crazy. So anyhow, they're not finished quite yet. Retreat, which is the award ceremony, is going to be in 30, 29, 28 minutes. And I'm freaking so excited. They did a great job. They put on a beautiful show. Do I believe that they're going to be number one? No. There were a couple of bands that I really think did a better job, but that's okay, because that's what happens, right? Hey, KP Heathen. It's good to see you. Terry, good to see you as well. Let's see. I need to get my YouTube up here on my computer, so give me just a second. You know, this is always such an exciting day for our family, since we're band nerds and all, you know. And my poor son, he's not going to be getting home until 3 in the morning. So we'll have to pick him up from the school then. But boy, I tell you what, it's very exciting, and I'm tickled to death to be doing this. Okay, here we are. All right. Now I can wait and see. We have Grumpus probably coming up in a little bit. He's home from the hospital, and he's doing very well, better than anybody ever expected. And now we have another special guest coming up. Where'd you go?
Who?
Tom, can you hear us?
You got to take the lens cover off the camera.
There you are. I see you, Tom. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Great.
What's going on?
No, DJ, I was never in the band. I was in the choir. I was a singing girl.
Half dork.
My husband just called me a dork. But, oh, great. Terry's off his crutches, and you get the stitches out Thursday. That is wonderful news. You know, Terry had a hip scope done.
I'll just take them out yourself.
Poppy said, take them out yourself, Terry.
Depending on where they are.
Well, what they do, I'll tell you what they do. I don't know if they do it still this way, but when Poppy had, how many scopes did you have? 3?
1, 2,
3.
Yeah.
He had 3 hip scopes, 2 on the left side and 1 on the right side. And what they did was they put him to sleep. They pulled his hip out of the socket, cleaned out all of the cartilage that was all raggedy, and then shoved it back in.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, it took him a couple of days to recover from that.
Well, I am exhausted from today.
Are you? What'd you do today?
Well, today I hit my 70th birthday.
Happy birthday, Tom! I knew that. I knew that.
And you know what?
What?
Now I officially can tell everybody, get off my lawn.
You're darn right you can. You're officially an old man, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Boy, I tell you.
Like that movie. Did you ever see that movie, Grumpy Old Men?
I love it. That's one of my favorites.
That was one of my favorite movies of all time. DJ said you don't have to do the dishes. No, I read that wrong. He said, Tom, don't you have some dishes to do?
I know. We already discussed that, me and him, earlier in the day.
Well.
And I said I use paper plates. And he said, well, you still have silverware. So.
Plastic, Tom.
Well, I got a great phone call the other day.
Oh?
Yeah, Mr. Grumpus gave me a phone call.
Very good, very good.
I was like, wow.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? I have officially renamed Grumpus as my miracle friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He is my miracle friend, and it's just amazing what he's been through and the recovery that he's making.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. We
really
had a nice conversation, and you know, I've never been through that. I've never had that problem.
Sure.
So far, you know.
Yeah.
But he's got a good way of looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
He really does. He's very optimistic, and um, yeah, I see. He told me the other day. He called me too, Tom, and he told me the other day that he still doesn't think he's wrapped his head around the whole thing yet.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, it'll take time. I know when I had a heart attack, it took time to realize what I had gone through.
Just like this, me hitting this 7-0 today. I mean, it's like, it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be fine, this and that, and I'm having a hard time. Not having a hard time dealing with it. I'm just having what's next? What's the next shoe? What do I have to hold on to, and what do I have to let go of? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
More or less like how you dress, or what people think of you and stuff like that.
Right.
So,
right.
That's
funny that you say that, because I know, and I'm not trying to make it all about me. I'm just trying to relay, let you understand that I understand what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. And that is, when I turned 50, that was a hard birthday for me. It was wonderful because my kids gave me a surprise birthday party. They had never done that before. Mm-hmm. All of my entire family was there, and it was just wonderful. But at that point in my life, I started not caring what other people thought. And it was absolutely liberating to not care.
Yeah, see, I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
It's
now, I don't intentionally go around trying to hurt people's feelings or be a complete jerk. I don't do that. Right. And I've never done that. However, Nicole said she'd take the stitches out herself if she could. She could. She just don't know she could.
Yeah.
KP Heathen says he don't care what people think about him either.
No.
But yeah, I'm so happy you've made it another year, Tom. Congratulations.
Yeah. It's, you know what? And today was, I had some running around to do and stuff like that. And then we went to my daughter's house. And I got to tell you, it was a pleasant, it really was a good time. The boys are older.
Yeah.
And we sat around and we talked about old times and stuff that happened and went on. And it really hit me when I went to get up to go into the kitchen. Stiff as a board. Oh my God. And they broke my chops like you wouldn't believe.
I bet they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Hey, Dwayne, how are you doing tonight? Turning 50 sure is a milestone. I've already been there. Hey, today is Tom's 70th birthday. Dwayne, you got 11 years on me, Tom.
Yeah.
I'll be 59 in December.
You know what? And it's what you make of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But there's still a lot of things that I still gotta think about. And it's just everybody says it's a number, but you know what? Who the hell knows?
Right. KP Heathen said, unfortunately, his birthday's on election day.
Oh boy.
My sympathies.
Yeah. So is Mr. Grumpus gonna make an appearance, or?
Yes. I spoke to him at about 7. He said he might take a little cat nap before 10 o'clock, because I told him what time that I was going live, and I told him I thought that was probably a good idea, but I don't know what time he's going to show up. But yeah,
we talked for a while, and we went back and forth, a couple different things, and then I could hear him starting to breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
And he said, "Okay." He said, "I think it's time." It's okay. I said, "We'll talk to you again."
Yeah.
Whenever you want to call or whatever. And I think it's good. I mean, because you know what? We're pretty close in age also. So I think he's got a year on me.
A year. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And, but I was tickled pink to look at the phone. I'm like, yeah.
Me too. It's, hang on just a sec. Lisa, he seems to be recovering really well.
Yeah, better than I thought.
And y'all, I don't know if anybody knows. Tom, are you a mod on my channel?
I don't think so.
Really? Well, that needs to be fixed.
Let me
And I'm
go
not
on.
sure how to do it, Tom.
You go over on YouTube.
Okay. Oh,
And
okay.
then
I know how to do it.
you go
Just
to
do
my
a
name.
comment in the stream, and I'll be able to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah. I had a little bout with
Yeah.
StreamYard.
Oh.
Yeah, they turned around and they took the money out of my account automatically,
Oh no.
and I didn't sign on to it. You know what I mean? That I was going to do that.
Right.
It came out to $49.98. So I told them no, 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 no. I want to get refund. So what they did was they turned around and automatically dropped it, cut it in half to have all the bells and whistles for a certain amount of time. I think 6 months. I think 6 months or so. And but here's what happens. So I have this PC here, my desktop, and then I have a laptop with StreamYard. And I thought it was the same account, but it's not.
Oh.
So they were charging me twice. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So what I did was I turned around and I told them nope, canceled it on the laptop, and then I said no, I'm going to cancel. I'm going to cancel, everything because it's not what I expected or what was going to happen.
Right, right.
So they put me back. Ethan. They put me back into the free one and said that one I forget in November that they were going to make me an offer about which one I wanted to do because I do most of my stuff, most of my lives I do on StreamYard.
Right, right.
So we'll see what happens. That's all.
Well, I think I've decided to just keep the free version of StreamYard. Yeah. And just for now, I want to try the other ones, see which ones I like the best, but I'm going to keep this as my gold standard for right now.
Right.
And until I learn something else or until I get a better computer and I'm able to do more.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I totally get it. But you know what I did, Charlotte? I do my podcast on Mondays, and also I do Saturday. We do a recording on Saturday about cancer
right.
chat.
Yeah, I saw that today.
That one, Michelle, she paid for it ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
They whacked her $400 some. So she said, I already paid for it. I'm not going to be able to get it back. So we'll do everything through her on there. But my podcast on Monday, I just did one for next Monday or 2 Mondays. I'm not sure. But I did everything on OBS.
Okay.
Recorded it, put it up on my where I do my editing.
Right.
Well, it went up, no problems. Okay. The only thing is that in the window here, it's a little bit shorter. So I got to wait for the guru to get better and get up here so I can ask him what to do with it.
Right. Well, I'll tell you something, Tom. I'm half tempted to get your some tutoring on how to do a podcast. Hang on one second, DJ. I'm coming your direction. Oh goodness. Oh. Okay. I can't type to save my life tonight.
Oh, I had that yesterday.
It's frustrating, isn't it?
Oh, God almighty.
It's like my fingers just move too fast, or my brain's not moving fast as my fingers are, or something like that. Okay. Paste. That's it. All right. Okay, DJ, come on up. I sent Marcel an invite, but she's with her mother. Her mother's been under the weather and had to have another surgery this past week. So she's down with her mother, caring for her. So there's that. But she said she was going to join the chat, so that's a good thing.
She just sent me a nice e-card, I guess, on Facebook. Yeah, pretty cool. A lot of great people out there. A lot of great people.
Yeah. Hey, DJ.
Except that guy.
Hey.
What's up, buddy? How you been?
Not much.
What you wanted to say earlier, I'm sorry, DJ. Let me cut you off just for a minute, and I'm sorry. anybody who hasn't seen Grumpus's video, let me tell you what this man did. He came home from the hospital on Thursday and made a video that day and posted it Friday morning, thanking everybody for their well wishes. Can you believe that? It's unbelievable. But there is a video on Grumpus's channel, and it's him, proof of life. So if anybody wants to go see it, I highly recommend. Highly recommend. Go ahead,
Yes.
DJ. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, once again, Tom, happy birthday. And yeah.
And happy dang birthday.
Yeah. Go ahead, DJ. Say it, you old goat. Go ahead, say it.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, Marie definitely liked that comment I did.
She lost it. She lost it. She come running in. She said, "You see what DJ said?"
What did he say?
Our running joke is go do the dishes.
We
Right.
told you. I told him to do this is he said, people place. I said you still got silverware.
Make sure I do it.
Yeah.
That'll go on forever, ever and ever. That's me and DJ right there. Do the dishes.
Dwayne, that's a lot of people for November birthdays. I've only got 2. Are you talking about October or November? I'm sorry. We're right on the cusp.
A week.
Yeah, just a week away. Can you believe that?
2 of my brothers that had passed, they both had the same birthdays. 6 years apart.
No kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
often does
well-
something like that happen?
Yeah.
Well, I have 2 grandsons who have the same birthday 2 years apart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, they're my only grandsons.
October is what.
October.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
That means most of them have already passed, right?
Yeah.
And here comes old DJ's birthday in a week, 5 days. Is it 5 days?
Yeah.
What's your birthday? What day?
Halloween.
Halloween. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's his birthday.
And you know what? My daughter, her birthday was my first wife went into labor Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
but then she was born November 1st.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
hers is
All
Friday.
Saints Day.
All Saints Day is
Hey,
right.
y'all, look at this. I think me and Dwayne might be cousins.
Yeah.
He has a cousin named Charlotte who's 59.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great. Well, I'm not there yet. I got another month and some days to go, but it's hard having a birthday in December, but mine is right between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And I call it Christmas and payday.
Yeah.
Who wants a birthday between Christmas and payday?
Yeah,
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, my birthday's come up. I will be live on Halloween. So
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I cheated so bad today. The keto gods are going to strike me with lightning.
yeah.
I hope the diabetes gods don't.
Actually, I feel pretty good.
Good.
I had a Reese's Pieces ice cream cake.
Shut the front door.
I tell you what, I told my daughter, I said, give me my phone because I'm going to delete my channel right now.
Right? Well, Tom, I have to tell you something. I've started going low carb this week again because I fell off the wagon.
Mhm.
And it is one of the hardest things that I've done in a very long time is getting back up on that wagon.
Well, you know what, Charlotte? Take it easy with it. You know what I mean? You don't have type 2, so take it nice and easy. Do a little bit at a time.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like I'm not.
Everybody.
Look, I'll tell you what happened. Okay, I'm going to reveal this to the world and embarrass myself. Okay, I'm 5'1", I'm a short little midget girl, little person girl. Sorry, hope I didn't offend anybody.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I'm short. I can't even reach the top shelf in the cabinets. I have trouble reaching the second.
You and Marie get along great.
Right. Well, before I turned 50, I never weighed over 125 pounds in my life.
Hmm?
When I graduated high school, I weighed 89 pounds.
Wow.
Okay. So after I had Murphy, I noticed I had put on a little bit of weight, but it was like 3 or 4 pounds and I wasn't worried about it. Now, I was 43 when I had him. When I turned 50, I noticed I weighed 149 point something. And I said, woo, that's too close to 150. I need to back off.
Right.
Well, that's about the same time I had my heart attack and started going low carb and keeping my cholesterol under control and all that. And I fell off the wagon a while back, probably a year ago, after I did that carnivore thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I got
Not
on
made
the
for everybody.
I got on the scale at my daughter's house the other day, and it said 157.8. And I said, nope, we're not doing this. I'm not doing it. So I need to lose 25 pounds.
Pick and choose your battles. That's where people go wrong, is because you know what? They say, oh, I'm going to lose weight. I got to get, I can't have this, can't have that. Don't say that. Just eat different. Eat till you're full. Walk away.
Well, that's the thing, though, Tom. I don't eat a lot. I might have breakfast at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's usually an egg and a piece of toast. Okay. I have a dinner, and I usually make whatever meat that I'm making and 2 vegetables.
Okay.
My problem is the snacky snacks.
Yeah. Well, in the morning, have 2 eggs and no toast.
And, well, what I've been doing is just making eggs and bacon or just eating 2 boiled eggs.
Yeah. It's the carbs. I got into it the other day with somebody. I'm not going to say who or what or where but we got into it pretty good because all the wrong information is going out and saying, oh, you're full of crap and this and that. I don't preach it on my channel. I just cook. This is what I make. There it is.
Right.
And, you know, we're sugar addicted. We are just flat out sugar addicted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's where I'm at. You know, I love Brock's pumpkins. They're like candy corns, but they're shaped like pumpkins. And it's just the orange part and the green on the top.
Yep.
That's my weakness. I mean, terrible weakness. And every year they come out and Poppy will bring me bags of them. About every few days, he'll bring me a bag. Well, he was doing that last week and the week before. And finally I had to say, stop, because I'll eat as many as you bring. Right.
But in my defense, some years you threatened me with pain of death.
I know I do. He said in his defense, sometimes I threaten him with pain of death. And sometimes I do. I say, don't come home unless you bring me a bag of those pumpkins. Okay.
And here's the worst thing. So here's what I did tonight was I had that cake. And I had my daughter makes killer macaroni and cheese.
Ooh.
Because the boys love it. But I had just a little bit of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Driving home, I had a splitting headache from it. But here's the problem. Now, tomorrow I will start again with what I eat normally, without the sugar. But I'll give it 2 or 3 days, and then I'll go back into it hardcore.
Right.
Again, but because what happens if you jump from some, like say eating a bag of them
those pumpkins. Yeah.
Okay. And then say, that's it, I'm going to go start it. That sugar's still floating through your system. So that's still.
Well, that's kind of what I did.
Yeah. That's
and what I did, I drink sweet tea. I've always drank sweet tea. Mm-hmm. Well, when I was low carb, I would only drink sweet tea on Sundays. And it worked. I mean, I lost weight. My cholesterol was under control. My triglycerides had cut in half. And I was in good shape. Well, I cut all the sugar out of my tea this week, and I made it 3 days, and I couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah, well,
and so what days. I did, normally I put third of a cup plus about a tablespoon more in a 2-quart pitcher, which isn't a lot compared to most Southern people.
Yeah.
So what I did was I cut back the sugar to 3 tablespoons per 2 quarts. And I haven't drank, like, usually I'll go through about 2 quarts in a day. And I haven't been doing that lately. What I did was I bought myself some Diet Barks.
Okay.
And now when I get a craving for something sweet, I drink this and it helps.
Well, sucrose is the regular sugar. Okay. And then you have glucose, which we make in our system. The bad thing is that you got to watch out for is the fructose. That's the killer, the fructose.
Fructose.
So if you're people say, well, you can have fruits. No, you can't. You got to be careful with that. Okay. So the sucrose that you're eating, cane sugar and stuff like that, sometimes it won't affect people, and it still raise your blood sugar and stuff, but it's a lot easier to metabolize than fructose.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
And some of the hardcore vegetables that we eat convert fruit to fructose. Also,
is that like carrots? Maybe
carrots and beets. Beets, I love.
Oh, I do. I love roasted beets.
But I can't do it because that'll blow my hat off my head.
Well, and in my case, my pancreas works, so it would probably keep it level.
So just cutting back a little bit. In your case, you're going to do yourself much better than I would. Being like today, I wrecked whatever I did in the past 2 weeks. I just wrecked.
You just wrecked it, huh?
Yes, but then to start over again. Sometimes it gives me a chance to get back up again. Back up to where I want to be. But
right.
Hey, at this age, I can tell everybody hey, I'm 70. I'm old.
Right.
And just walk away from it. No.
Right. Well, you know what? I'm thinking maybe I should message Grumpus and see if he's awake.
Yeah.
Because
he
might have forgot or slept through it. Let's see.
So, DJ, on Facebook, you do pretty good on air, don't you?
Not really. I mean, I don't post a whole lot on Facebook. I should. I do my live stream.
Speak of the devil, I just texted him. He said 70 ain't old. Hey, Grumpus.
Hey, buddy. Thank you.
But yeah, it's on and off time. If I do good or not. I mean, it really depends. I mean, I have at least one dedicated fan on Facebook, but that's it. So
every time I say I try to give you a thumbs up.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah.
Look at there. There's another message for Grumpus. And there's another message for Grumpus.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to continue. I just figured maybe I needed to work myself into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And really cut back on the snacks.
That's the killer. That's the killer. That's really it is.
Because I can eat a bag of chips like in a New York minute.
Yeah.
I can eat those pumpkins. I could eat bagels. Oh my God, bagels and cream cheese. That's like a weakness. So, I've quit eating that stuff.
Take your time with it. That's all. Just take your time. Mm-hmm. And like I say, you got to become a label reader. There's stuff that you can have. I mean, you don't have no type 2 diabetes or anything like that. So, your pancreas is going to work with you. You're going to get everything back up again.
Right.
back to normal. The whole idea is when you eat high fats and eat high carbs, it all goes to fat
Right.
and in the wrong
Oh,
spot. So
believe
that's
me, my behind can tell you that.
Uh,
I'll tell you what made me get on the scale at my daughter's house. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing a live stream and I was looking at myself in the viewfinder and I said, man, this camera sure is putting some weight on your face, girl. And I got to thinking about it and I said, well, I have been eating more snacky snacks than usual. So when I was at my daughter's babysitting my grandkids about a week ago, I hopped on the scale and I just about had myself another heart attack because I was like, oh, no, we can't have this. Can't have it.
yeah.
So,
Dwayne's
here's the
right
problem
there,
too, though. When I was 30, if I gained 3 or 4 pounds and wanted to lose it, all I had to do is basically not eat for a couple days and I'd lose it.
Yeah.
Like
I tell nothing wrong with Marie. Marie can have just about anything. Okay, so when we go to the store, I tell her, get what you want. I don't want to get stuff and that you can't have. Big boy, don't worry about that.
right.
If I'm going to have something, I'm just going to flat out have it.
Right.
But now I got to be careful with that because it just takes me a lot longer than the average person.
Yeah, because you've got to recover from that.
Yeah, it's horrible, and there's other complications that can go down the road with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I learned myself that, like I said today, what I had, I won't have nothing else tonight, and that's it. I'm done until probably Wednesday is when I'll kick back into it again.
Yeah.
And get back on the horse again. So that's how long it takes me to recover from it.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sure.
Well, I'll tell you, tonight I was so good today. I really stuck to it. I had 2 boiled eggs for breakfast. And then it was dinner time and Puppy wasn't very hungry. So he left to go do something and I sneaked half of a bagel with a little cream cheese. And then we had dinner and I had a T-bone steak and a salad. Just a salad, it didn't have any oomph to it,
Right.
Just like it was a bacon ranch Caesar is what it was. And when I use dressing, I don't like my salad to sit in. So I just use a very little bit
That's me.
for
I'm the same
flavor,
way.
just for the flavor. And so I think I did all right today. Now I'm having this diet drink, and I think that'll be plenty.
Yeah, and you got to be careful, where you buy stuff and everything like that. I counted this week. There were 7 different items that were recalled from different supermarkets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trader Joe's green onions. Okay. My grandson and my daughter work at McDonald's. They were slow for the whole week. Matter of fact, they sent them home because there was no business because of E. coli, because of onions. You know what I mean? So you got to watch. You got to be,
Yeah, you got to be super careful. And just like Dwayne said, on ingredients that are seen on many food packages, there are many different things. What is that doing to people? All the additives and preservatives.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I'll tell you what the preservatives do to my son. They give him migraines.
Yeah,
he has struggled with migraines since he was 7 years old. He's going to be 16 in December. And
what's his birthday in December?
The 6th.
Actually, my grandson's the 16th.
Oh, no kidding. Oh,
Yeah.
darn.
Yeah, same age.
Terry likes blue cheese on his salad. I love blue cheese.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter can't eat blue cheese because she's allergic to penicillin.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, sweetheart.
No.
She said, call me out like that, Mom.
Yeah.
Listeria has been found. Yes, it has. It sure has. That's a scary thing, too. I've watched a channel called Georgia Peach Nut Garden. And she does a recall list almost 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, yeah.
She puts that information out on her channel, and it's all from the FDA. It's so it's legit. And I really appreciate that because sometimes I don't know. There was just a recall last week on McDonald's quarter
That's,
pounders with cheese.
yeah, it was the onions.
Yeah. Oh, is that where it came from?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they said, like I said, they lost hours because the business just fell off.
Right. Right. Right.
And
Compare
it's
what we're
amazing.
eating on farms many years ago to what we're eating today. Yeah, big difference. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I can
that's why
remember.
I even when I make dinner for my kids and all, I've always kind of cooked from scratch. I don't use a lot of things in cans or jars or boxes. I've never done that.
Yeah.
Once in a great while, yes, but as a rule, no.
Right.
I was taught to cook by my stepmother, who cooked everything from scratch, and that's just how I learned to do it. It's not because I'm any holier than thou as far as food goes. It's just what I knew how to do.
hmm
You know.
I got in trouble with a younger lady who followed my channel for a while, and I talked. She says, "Don't you have any recipes of stuff that we can buy from the store to heat up?" And so I said, "That's not a recipe, hon." I said, I'm sorry about that, but I don't have time to cook." I says, "Okay." I says, "Are you working? At that time, separate time?" She has two kids, her husband and her, both work. Kids go to school, and by the time she gets home, she's tired. Blah blah blah.
Of course.
And I get it. I have no problem with that. I said, so heating stuff up in a microwave and serving your family, and then the kids are sick, can't go to school or tired or whatever. I really dug into it a little bit with her, Charlotte, and then she told me, she says, well, when I get home, I want to relax, so I'll binge watch Netflix and stuff. And I just said, well, there you go. That's your problem, my dear. Learn how to cook. Learn how to cook for your family, and you'll get rid of half of them problems that you're
Well,
having.
even as a stay-at-home parent, housewife,
Yeah.
basically, trad wife, if that's what you want to call me, I meal prep to some degree. Not every week, not all the time, but I'll make, I buy family size packs of things, meat from the store.
Well, you
Or
showed
I'll
them
make a great
T-bones.
big Boston butt, and then I'll cut half of it off and put it in the freezer for the next time I want Boston butt. I do that with a lot of different things. Chicken. I will take a 10-pound bag of leg quarters, cook them up, either bake them in the oven or boil them on the stovetop, debone it, take all the meat off the bones and bag it up into 1
Bingo.
pound size Ziploc bags and stick them in the freezer. That way,
Yep.
if I want to add chicken to a dish, all I got to do is take it out of the freezer, defrost it in the microwave, and throw it in the pot or pan, as it were. So,
Yeah. But that's even my daughter. Now she's gonna be 48.
yeah,
Now, she knows how to cook, all right.
right.
But she gets lazy
Well,
with
yeah,
stuff, and Grubhub or Goober Eats or whatever the frig they call
I
it.
don't do that.
Right.
Granny's on the
So
budget.
yeah, so I told her, I says, you have got to get away from that. You've got to stop that because you know what? They're price gouging you to death
Right.
with it. So she cooks now. She has no problem.
Well, when I'm feeling lazy, I call Poppy at work and I say, yeah, we're going out to dinner tonight. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we go out once in a while, we haven't been out in a while. Of course, my leg and stuff, but we would go out at least maybe once a week, whatever.
Yeah.
I cook most of the time, but Marie cooks also. So
Well, I'll tell you what I had for dinner yesterday. I didn't feel like cooking. Neither one of the kids were here. Murphy had a football game last night and Violet was working. So I said, hey, you want to go to the Jalapeno Grill? Because that's our Mexican restaurant that we like.
Mhm.
I got carnitas and, their salad thing where they put, it's kind of like lettuce with pico de gallo and sour cream on top. That's pretty much all there is to it. And then I did eat some beans, and rice came with the dish, but I didn't eat the rice. I put it in a to-go box for my son because he likes rice.
okay. Yeah.
And so that's what I had. I had a little bit of the beans, maybe not even this much, just enough to taste it, really.
Sure. Yeah.
And I feel like I did a good job last night. being
And that's
mindful.
that's where you got to keep it in your head. It's a head game, Charlotte. That's basically what it is, a head game. I mean, if
Yeah.
you listen to what your cravings are, shit, you'll
Oh, if I listened to what my cravings were, I'd be eating a pot of brownies right now. A whole pan.
Yeah.
Trust me. Trust and believe. I would do that in a New York minute.
That's funny.
And that's so funny too, because I never considered myself a binge eater. But with little things that you can put in your hand, it's like drinking Fireball.
Of course.
You drink the whole thing, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, what did I just do?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So
Hey, you know what I bought? You know what I bought the other day? I bought grow lights.
what kind of light?
Grow lights.
Oh, you did? Good.
Yeah, we're growing basil. We got some peppers that popped up, and Wild Woman even planted some eggplant
Oh my gosh.
inside.
Look, you have got to participate in hashtag Winter Indoor Gardening 2024. I forget. I watch a channel called GT Junior Grows Alaska. Excuse me. He lives in Alaska and does a lot of indoor growing.
I seen him.
You know him? Okay. So he's participating too. And he's the one that turned me on to it. And I bought this the other day. Woo, look at this. You know what this
I had
is?
that. Yeah, I had one like that, and I dropped it and broke it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Uh,
Do you need another one?
No,
I got a spare.
no, I got the lights. We got a little table
Okay,
set up.
okay. Well, I got this hydroponic system, and I'm going to basically start my seeds in there. Now, you have to do it on December 1st, and you have to grow from seed. Thank
That's
you,
what we
Lucy Warren's World. I appreciate you. I remember hearing an interview with Bluesmo said Buddy Guy, who's now 88. He went shopping once and asked a store employee if they were sure those were chicken legs. They look different. Look, you know what we call Kentucky Fried Chicken in our house? We call it, instead of KFC, it's KFM, Kentucky Fried Mutant. Because the breasts are like this big. They're huge. And I'm like,
yeah.
I never seen a chicken with a breast that big before, you know.
No.
But anyhow, back to my story here. I forgot what the story was.
You have to plant by seed, you said.
Yes, you have to plant by seed on December 1st, and the competition goes through the end of April or beginning of May. And I don't know what the judging criteria is, but it's a contest and you win prizes. I don't care about that part. I just want to see if I can do it. But what I'm going to do is start. That's where I was at. I'm going to start the seeds in here till they grow up pretty big. And then I'm going to transplant them into containers. I bought some 1 gallon planters, and I'm going to put them in soil. And I've got 3 grow lights that you sit in the pots. You stab it into the pot. And
Okay, yeah.
And so I've got 3 of those. I figured with 3 of them together, I could put plant, light, like that.
Okay.
And then all the plants would get enough light. And not only that, but this thing here, I don't know if you can see it or not. No, you can't. The lid goes up and down like this. So that would give a lot of light too. And I've got 2 of these.
The one I had, Charlotte, would go here would be the planter stuff.
Right.
And the light went up and down like this. It was
that one
it was
does
expensive.
too.
It was expensive.
See, look. I just got to get my hand under there. Let's see. It's a little stiff to see.
Yep. That
This way. And it goes I just don't have enough strength in my left hand to pull it all the way. But it goes up 17 inches.
Okay. How many pods can you put in?
12.
Nice.
Nice.
Now, I probably won't use all 12 in each one. I'll probably use 6.
Check out and if you do check him out, tell him that I sent you there. Mike's Chaotic Growing.
Oh, yes, Mike. I watch him. I'm subscribed to him.
He's
I
a
love
good guy.
him.
Mike's a good guy.
He really is. He really is.
He this is what I got. I got there's no pictures of it. Well, actually there is. These are
Oh yeah, look at that.
so what they are. They're just long, skinny bars,
Uh-huh.
2 of them, and they have red, blue, green, and white, or they can come all at the same time. So I'm figuring out which one to start with. So I'm using the red with the white light on it
Mhm.
because I have jalapeno peppers that we
Okay.
brought from out. Because now it's getting cold. It's starting to get cold. When I mean cold, next week's going to be high as 68. So
Oh wow.
So the stuff from the balcony we brought in,
Mhm.
and what Marie does is she takes a plastic bag, puts it over it, and debugs it. If there's any bugs or anything inside the soil,
Right.
puts the plastic over it, and either suffocates them out, whatever. But
Right.
everything flowered.
Okay.
So now I got peppers coming out. I must have 10 or 15 peppers that are coming out on it. And I got the light on that one, and I'm growing basil. That's my project, is growing
Okay.
basil. Because I like cooking with fresh basil, and every time I bring one home, it dies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the one I told you last time that
Yes.
I got, and you told me to fluff them up a little bit inside.
Right.
Now I did that and put them inside the light. They're
Okay.
growing.
I knew it. I knew it.
I got little sprouts like that.
Thank you, the Oracles channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, I knew. And you know what? You can propagate basil so easily. Just pinch it off at the node, stick it in some water, and within 3 days you'll have roots. Truly, I love doing basil. That's my favorite thing to propagate.
We grew the hell out of it in North Carolina, but something out here, I don't know what it is. It's too dry, whatever. I don't know.
Maybe. See this? Look here. See that plant up there?
Yep.
That is Philodendron Brazil. And it is my favorite plant that I've ever had. And I love her. But that's my indoor plant. I got pothos up here that's dying on me. But boy, I'm proud of this Brazil here.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Look, I'll show you the leaf. Let me get one off of here.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful that leaf is.
Oh yeah, we got 2 of them hanging in the corner.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are they long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had for probably 4 or 5 years now.
Oh wow.
That came from Florida with us out.
Yeah.
And she would break one off. My sister had them to where they were going around the house, the entire house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All the way around. She had them on the staircase. I mean, just crazy.
Yeah, this is like my very favorite philodendron right here. I have some more rare philodendrons, but I just about killed them, so they're recovering. I forgot to water them. And
that and snake plants.
oh yeah, I've got one of those too. I've almost killed it too. You know what's crazy? I can grow a garden outside all day long. I can grow roses that are gorgeous. But when it comes to indoor plants, I'm just terrible. I'm a terrible indoor plant mommy.
I got Gunga Din that lives with me. She waters the shit out of everything.
Yeah, no, I'm not that much because the only golden channels I follow are that one up there.
Me. He's talking about me, y'all.
Yeah. And then let me read the name that way I say it like keep on growing with Mike Verducci.
Oh, okay. You should subscribe to Sifting Some Soil and More. Do you remember Mona that used to come in here?
Yes.
That's her channel, and she's got a great
yes.
little gardening channel. And she does really fun live streams on Monday nights.
No, but
Sunday.
The only reason I'm subscribed to Mike is because I personally know him.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, yeah, I will subscribe to Mona, not big deal. But I'm just saying, like,
I get it.
I mean, he was one of the guys me and Peter used
Right, right,
to hang with. So,
right. You know
yeah.
what, Terry? She'll be here shortly. She'll be in the chat. She's staying with her mom right now, so I think she needs to get her mom taken care of before she can come in chat.
So,
You know, DJ, I don't know if you're familiar with Lucy Warren's world, but she does gaming and live streaming, and you might enjoy that.
I
She,
mean,
I forget which game that is that she. Lucy, post what game it is that you play. It's one of them farming games, and it looks like a lot of fun. Even though I'm not much of a gamer. Well, you know that.
I mean, the other game you want to play, you haven't played, and you
Got
have
one
had
game like 3 years ago, wanting to learn how to play it, and I still haven't even opened it yet. It's just not my thing.
Hey,
Hey, Simon, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Mr. Grumpus.
Oh, I thought I sent it to you, Grumpus. I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm getting it for you. Right. Okay, you should have it now. I might have sent it to the wrong stinking person. I don't know. But anyhow, it's called Farm Together. That's the name that and I love that game. It was cute. I was watching her channel about what, Lucy? It was about 3 or 4 days ago, maybe 5. Anyhow, she was playing the game and it looked like a lot of fun.
nice.
A lot. So, go check it out.
I mean, I'm on chill now. I'm gonna look at it. It was a
Oh, yeah, look at it whenever you feel like it, my dear. I just wanted to turn you on to it because she needs subscribers too. So, of course, she's got more than I do. That's for sure. Bunch more.
At 19K.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I did play a farming game myself.
You did?
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, I played Sunshine Island Farm Adventure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Y'all, my nose is itching like crazy. You're 150 away from 1,000 subs. Yay, Simon. If anybody is not subscribed to Simon at Yes I Can Barbecue, please go do that. He has a wonderful channel.
Yes,
and
he does.
Boy, the food he can cook. Okay? That's all.
Yeah, definitely check him out, but do not check out the Cowboys. They suck.
Lacey, I don't know what DLCs are. Does anybody know what DLCs are?
Downloadable content.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
more content for the game.
I see.
So,
I see.
150. I got to make sure that I
Grumpus,
got.
did you get it? Oh, Lord.
Come on, Grumpus, I need you up here. I need somebody older than me up here.
Oh, my God. Grumpus is going to beat me up when he finds out what I did.
Uh-oh.
I sent Marcel a link, and I sent Patrick a link, and I sent you a link, and I sent DJ a link. but I was supposed to send it to him first, and I got
Mm.
distracted by the stinking band and I forgot to send you the stinking link. Oh, I'm so silly.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Whatever, Simon.
Oh, what did he say? I'm good. DJ is just bad because I bet him in fantasy football last week. Did you lose, DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Who was your team? Who was your team, DJ?
Well, in fantasy football, we have our own team that we make up. So,
Oh, okay. Okay. What was your team's name?
okay, my team is and
Cowboys.
no,
Dishes. Do the dishes.
no,
It's the dishes.
no,
Lennox.
but I'm sorry you will get this because it's on brand for me.
Tell me how it goes, y'all. Y'all, they're at retreat. This is wonderful. Hang on. Oh, you see Murphy? How do you see Murphy? He's not in retreat. What? Hang on once. Y'all, I got to take this phone in there so I can look. I'll pay attention. I promise. I think I will.
Captain Rebels is my name. My
Oh,
team
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it is. Okay, y'all. See that? That's our band right there walking toward retreat to get their scoring.
Nice.
Wow.
They're not really walking very well, are they?
I'm probably tired.
They are tired. They've been there since 10 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Wow. This is so exciting. Oh, they're cold. Look at that cold one. He's just shivering. Tell me when they start lining up, okay? All right. I'm sorry, guys. This is really exciting for me. They put on a really good show. And
Yeah.
was it the
Simon.
best out of the bunch? No.
No.
But it was really a solid show. So I'm guessing they're going to place about 5th out of 11. That's my guess.
That ain't bad.
No, it's not bad. It's state competition. Not bad at all.
No.
DJ was beating me all week long. Then I had a good Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Simon. You are the winner.
Whatever.
Now, Grumpus, if you didn't get that, please let me know because I don't see you yet. I know he's probably. Okay. Let me know when they're lined up.
I had a buddy of mine send me a birthday wish today that played in the band with years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so he said, he said, I was thinking about coming out to Vegas and start playing again. He said, but I didn't think you were that old, so I'll look for somebody else.
Okay. There they are, guys.
Oh, cool.
See how they're lined up like that?
Yeah.
That is what they call retreat.
Okay.
And our guys are right here.
Nice.
How many
That wasn't
kids?
it? Oh, crap. That wasn't them, y'all. I'm silly. Maybe. Well, first of all, I can't see the TV very good.
How many's in the band?
About 120.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
140 this year? 140. That's why we're 6A this year instead of 5A
Jesus.
like last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to see all this. Just let me know when everybody's lined up and doing their thing. Look, y'all. I have these 4 cats. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Y'all seen 2 of them, maybe 3. The other one's handicapped and stays in her bedroom because she's kind of afraid of everything. So I decided to buy them some cat stuff to play on, and we got most of it up tonight. Check that out.
I
Can you
see
see it?
That's cool as hell.
Nice.
So we have catified the house. And
I see the
I'm
one
gonna-
up in there. One's up in the basket there.
Oh yeah. Say hi. Hi, Ivy. That's Ivy. Oh,
I gotta-
wait. There she is. Oh, that's a pretty little face.
I got to talk to Marie about that. I need something like that.
You need one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would believe that.
Oh, come on, DJ.
I
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
y'all, this is the prettiest. Look how pretty they look up there.
Nice.
I love
What
it.
happened to the other cup?
Almost as pretty as seeing an aircraft carrier with all the sailors lined up around the top of it. Not quite as patriotic, but it's still pretty. What, dear? I know you were a submarine sailor. Wrong husband. Wesley said, honey, I was on a submarine. Wrong husband. And, honestly, I mean, I watched his boat come in too, but there's just something special about seeing an aircraft carrier lined with all those uniforms, standing at ease around the perimeter of that aircraft carrier. It's a stunning sight. Stunning.
Big ships.
And I'll tell you, if you're not patriotic now, go see one of those boats come in and you'll change your mind quick.
I used to take the grandkids down to in North Carolina. To see the battleship. Oh yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And you take the tour through the whole thing. In fact, I got pictures of my grandson, the young guy, of him with his head sticking up out of the hatch and stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Boy, I sure hope Grumpus is all right. I sure hope I didn't wear him out looking for that stupid link.
You
Jeez.
probably did.
Let me see.
Maybe I should put it in the. Hang on, baby. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here so he don't have to scramble around looking for it. Y'all, that link's for Grumpus. If he wants it. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm just going to stand here and scream when they get their scores, okay?
Yep. I don't blame you.
Good for you.
He said he's
in the thing. You want me to turn it around?
Grumpus said, I'm here.
I see that. Okay. I don't think so. It's like watching the presidential election. It kind of is. Hang on, I got to go back in here. I don't see him. Wait a minute. He might be in the bottom, on the bottom row. Dang it.
I don't see him.
I don't see him.
I think he's in the basement.
No, he wouldn't be.
I've been listening for.
Yeah. But he may just be tired as well. I mean,
Yeah. That could be.
He's not though. He's not. Hang on.
Well, I'm just saying he might be tired.
He might be tired. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, when I hear that little tone, I will go to the basement and check. Because
yeah,
I've been listening for it all night.
I'll keep an eye on it also.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So excited. Y'all, please pardon my mess. Me and Poppy rearranged the whole living room today, and I've got crap everywhere. See, look. That's yarn. I'm going through all of my yarn stash, and what, dear? There they are. Okay. All right. My daughter told me that her finger is pointing to us. We're number 3 here. I can't believe I did that either, to be honest with you. Anyhow,
Charlotte, where are they at?
They're in Jackson, Mississippi. 3
Okay.
hours north of here.
Okay.
They're not going to be home till 3 in the morning.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Uh,
When was it? Violet said the latest she ever got home was 6 a.m.
Woo.
oof.
No, not in the basement. Not yet. Oh, y'all. I wish they'd hurry up. Who's screaming?
Probably.
Now, well, I mean,
What?
with all the copyright stuff now, do they have to submit their songs or their music ahead of time for these competitions, or?
I'm not sure how that works, Tom. I really don't know. I know that when I post it on YouTube, whenever I film them, I've never had a copyright strike. However, those were composed by people that our band director knew,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think they had a copyright. What? What are you doing? Help her, honey. Jesus. You're gonna take me, aren't you?
This? You know why they line you up like that?
No, why they line you
It's
up?
not like that during normal competitions.
Oh, here. We'll put the girl in the live stream too. What? So, here we go. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm so serious. This, you know, this is not how they line you up during competitions.
I know
This
what's
is how they
going
do it
on.
for state.
Okay,
This is a different lineup.
okay. Different lineup. Usually, only the seniors and the what are they called? Color? No,
Only the captains, honey.
captains. But on this competition, they've got the whole band lining up, which is interesting. That I've never seen them do that before.
Yes, you have. 4
When?
years in a row.
6 years in a row.
I never watched the thing.
No, we have.
Oh, you suck.
Okay, they just want to argue with me. So
And well, Simon might have a point there.
do what?
Okay, this is what Simon said.
I think schools have permission to use the music because it's not for profit, and that could be true too. This year, let me get back to what I was saying. This year, our show has a lot of really popular music in it, like Beyonce stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
I forget who else, but it's stuff you'd hear on the radio.
Yeah.
Are we at Long Beach yet? What goes to South Panola? 11th place goes to South Panola.
These old schools from Mississippi.
Yeah, all Mississippi.
What? Picayune is number 10. That ain't right. That ain't right either, because they put on a crazy, fun, wonderful show.
Hmm.
Okay, 9th place. I'm sorry. 9th place goes to Long Beach out of 11.
Okay.
That is such a shame. So they don't get ones, and all that yet?
No, they get real.
Oh, okay. So they got 78 points. That's not great. I can't believe that. I can't believe.
They work hard at this too.
They did. I think that's
Yeah.
about the lowest they've ever scored, y'all. Seriously. Well, I'll tell you what that is a symptom of when Violet was in high school, they practiced at least 3 days a week, usually 4, after school till at least 6 o'clock at night, sometimes 8.
Mm-hmm.
This year, he changed the rules. They practiced on Tuesdays from 5 to 8, and that was it.
Yep. That
Yeah,
shows right there.
And that is what happened.
Yeah, that's not enough.
It's really not enough. And it's weird. It's weird having him home during the week. I don't know if y'all remember this or not, but when Violet was in high school, we never saw her.
Yeah.
She was always gone, always at practice, always at a competition, always doing something. And
Yeah.
Murphy's not. Murphy's got time to go get a job if he wants one. So that's what that is. That's all on their band director.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, but I was just telling my husband tonight after I watched their show, and we were talking about the practices and stuff, and hang on. There he is. Welcome, Grumpus. Yay!
It was all IT problem on my end.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
My man, what's happening?
Still hanging in there.
Good.
He's
Well,
vertical.
you gave me an early birthday present, Grumpus. That's what you did the other day.
Is that what I did?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You just didn't want to be the oldest part up here.
That's right. I said that.
Now, don't make him laugh too hard, y'all.
Yeah. Well, my nurse just loaded me up with all my meds and my pain pills.
All right.
So if I doze off in a minute, just holler at me.
We
Tell
will.
her I'm next.
Yes.
Everybody
you
doing
look
good?
good, Grumpus.
Well, thank you. I feel better.
Good.
I feel a little bit better every day.
Good.
One step in front of the other.
That's it. I had a in-house nurse come in day before yesterday and talk to me, and I had a physical therapist come in today, and she said, "Well, I can see you're probably not gonna need much of this." I says, "I don't need it now." But yeah,
Yes, he will,
we're good.
Simon. He will. Y'all, I'm going to turn my camera off, but I'll still have my mic on, and I'll be able to talk to y'all, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Well, Tom, happy birthday.
Grumpus, thank you so much. You were right when you hit the 70. Boy, I tell you, it hit me like a ton of bricks today.
That's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it?
Yeah, damn. I was fine, I always have something to do, always something going on.
Yeah.
So this morning I had to get up early, take my grandson to work, all right, and I got back home again. Farted around the house a little bit, did this, trying to I had a premiere that went up today, I had another video that went up today, was checking it all out. And I looked at Maria, so I'm freaking whooped.
Time for a nap.
Yeah, I said, I'm whooped. But
Well,
then tonight
you might
went
find
over-
out you can get away with a little bit more too.
Oh yeah, I plan on using that to the hilt.
Oh yeah, milk it.
Yeah, I plan on using that a lot, buddy.
One
But
of
then
one of the administrative nurses come by before they checked me out, and she says, "So how they been treating you?" And I said, "They treat me like an old man."
Yeah.
I said, "I don't like it."
Yeah, that was. I was telling Charlotte before. I don't know if you heard, but I went to my daughter today. For, she made dinner and stuff like that. So I cheated.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and then when we went to go blow the candles out on the cake was a Reese Pieces ice cream cake.
Oh my goodness. Did you swallow the candles trying to get to it?
Well, let's put it this way. I told my daughter, get my laptop because I'm about ready to shut that keto channel off. But then I felt it, I felt a little, got a little headache and stuff like that. So yeah, back to the horse, you know what I mean? I feel good, just my mindset, it's not there.
Yeah.
I gotta, it's a hard thing to 70.
I mean, we look in the mirror, we still see ourselves a certain way. And I got to tell you, for the last 10 days, I am so sick of telling people that I don't use a walker.
And when
said,
I feel better, I'll kick your butt.
I was climbing a ladder 2 days before I got here.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait till I feel better, y'all.
Man, if I get out of this chair, I ought to.
Yeah, I ought to hit you with this walker.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's a new place. It really is.
But I don't know. It's nice having somebody open your door once in a while.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I just don't like the way people talk to me though, because as soon as they look at you, you go to the doctors, and as soon as
Oh
they look
yeah,
at your
they
chart-
lean over and start talking louder.
Yeah,
What time was your appointment?
yeah. I said I'm here for a checkup, not for an ear.
Right.
Unbelievable. The best one of all, Grumpus, was when they asked me. I went to go get blood work done. I went to the place. They checked me in, but they said I wasn't in the computer. So if I'm not in the computer, they cannot do
What happened?
the blood test. Okay. So I call my doctor's office. This young girl gets on the phone and she says to me, "All right, I understand that you wanted to have blood work done." She said, "What did you want to do with your blood?" So I'm going to see if it's red, you moron. I mean, come on. And it just went on. It went downhill from there. So, the urgency to get all that stuff done wasn't that urgent, I guess. You know what I mean?
I don't enjoy how all the branches
Right.
doing what they're doing.
They asked, "Did you poop today?"
All day, every day.
Every day.
I was more interested in that end than the part I was having problems
In
with.
the part.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a comedian once. He said that someone asked him, "Why doesn't he act his age?" He said, "Because nobody." He said it's because he has no experience.
Yeah, I've heard that.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny as hell. Yep. Same
Well-
thing. Same.
So what'd you have for dinner, Grumpus?
I'm ashamed to tell you
Why?
because it was 4 White Castles out of the freezer.
Ain't no clogged thing now, is there?
I got.
Mrs. Grumpus apparently doesn't like cooking a whole lot, huh?
Well, she offered to fix me something,
Okay.
but
you
it
said,
was
"No,
getting
I'll
late.
just have
I was getting
yeah.
It was getting late, and I said, "Don't we have something in the freezer we can just nuke or something like that? Just get
Right.
it over with." And she's, "No, I don't think so." So I went out there and dug around in the back, found that box had four White Castles still in. I said, "Here we go."
Batter up.
I said, "Let's take my blood pressure real quick, and I'm gonna eat these before I go live."
Well, I'm not going to tell you what I had then.
Well, you might as well. I fessed up.
I had T-bone and a salad.
Oh, now you're bragging.
Yeah.
I am a little bit, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah, I'm a
good.
little jelly.
It was good. You know what I did with it? Instead of cooking the T-bone, just
I hope you ate it and all the fat that was around it.
I did. I did. I gave a little piece of gristle to the dog, and that's all he got.
That's what you're supposed to eat, all the fat with it.
Yeah. But
Hey, when I send those plates back, them bones are shining.
yeah, gnawing it. I cut all the meat off the bone and did the strip side, and these had a great big piece of fillet side to it. So I just
Okay.
took them both off and did them like that instead
Yeah,
of cooking
yeah.
the bone too.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, Terry had Long John Silver's. They still have that place.
I can't afford them anymore.
I haven't been to one of those in probably 25 years.
My God, I used to go there and get a chicken sandwich for $2.99. You can't walk out of the place with a drink and anything in a bag for less than $12 now.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a case of listeria or E. coli or
Yeah.
something to go with it, you know.
Yeah, I heard about all that. But yeah,
Simon said he'd cook it on the bone. Well, normally I would, Simon, but I was doing it on a cast iron griddle that, just a pan-sized one, not like a Blackstone or something. And so I cooked poppies on the bone, and the reason I took mine off the bone was so it would all fit in the griddle at the same time, and we could eat at the same time.
yeah. I mean, I always cook mine on the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally I do, but this time I just wanted to do it all at once.
If a lot of times in a restaurant, if the meat wasn't even, so what I would do is I would take it and I would cut along the fillet, along the
Mm-hmm.
bone, and then also along the strip side, cut it down like that, and then I would hammer it down so it all
Oh
met down on
yeah.
one side.
There
Yeah.
you go.
And cook it that way, and then
Oh, that's a good
When-
idea because
when
I've
I
got
flipped it.
one actually like that in my freezer, and I was wondering how I was going to fix that. That's exactly what I'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, all this T-bone talk, I'm having second thoughts on my choices now.
Yeah.
Well, I sure wish I could bring you one. It would be an awful long trip on my broom.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
That's what I forget.
so you getting your lung capacity back?
Slowly,
Okay.
very slowly. I mean, like I said, every day since surgery, I've felt better than the day before.
Right. Exactly.
Good.
So
And that's a good sign.
I can't complain. What good's it going to do?
Right.
There's
No
people all over this country had that same operation the same day, same time I was having it.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't anything special.
That's the God's honest truth. I mean, back in the day when they were first doing it, my God, yeah, they actually put people in a back then. They would actually put them in like a body cast that you could take on and off.
Yeah.
Because
No
when
kidding.
when they would break this part here,
Yeah.
you know, to have that fuse back together again. Yeah.
Huh.
Now, look, he looks great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they worked me over pretty good, but I'll get over it.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you.
Well, let's see. Simon said his mom had hers done in 2007. That is something I hope I never have to go through.
Uh,
Oh,
Well, I would
However-
not recommend it.
no, that's not on my to-do list, and that's why I'm trying to eat
That's
all the
why I
fat
do
and
what
none
I
of the
do.
sugar.
That's how I
Look,
do what
this-
I do.
This
Yep, I
sweet tea
understand.
here, the whole pitcher only had 3 tablespoons of sugar in it today.
Well, I never
And that-
drink sugar in my tea.
It's not
And that's-
unbearable though. It's really not. It's good this way. I like it.
Mhm.
Normally I put. Well, shoot. Back in the day, I'd put a whole cup of sugar in a pitcher of tea. A whole cup. And I backed it off to a third, and now I've backed down to 3 tablespoons. So hope that works.
That's a lot. So, Grumpus, I don't know if you heard earlier, okay? I had a bout with StreamYard.
Nope, didn't hear that.
Oh yeah,
So-
listen to this.
So October 22nd is when, that night is when they were going to implement the new price range, okay? So earlier on, I had the $20-some upgrade, okay? And I had, I could have 10 people in and all this bullcrap. So then I come to find out that being that I had it on my desktop, all right, they were charging me $14 and change because they cut it in half. I said I wasn't happy with it, probably a year ago. And what they did was they said, well, how about if we cut it in half? And okay, no problem. So they were charging me $14, not paying attention, okay, because all these different items were hitting at the same time. But they were also charging me $10 for my laptop.
They're charging for each device?
Yes. So I took from the laptop and I flat out canceled it. Well, we'll give you the free version. I said no, I don't want it on that device. I just don't.
I don't know how they even knew you was using it on a different device.
Oh yeah, they did. So now I come on here, all right, and they charge me $49.98 for the month, and they just got done charging me the $10 on for the other one. So I got to tell you one thing, they were very nice about refunding. I mean, no problems. The next day I got the money back.
Oh, okay.
But they said, how about if we cut it in half and you try it for 6 months at $26, I think it was. Okay? So what they did was they charged me $44, and then they charged me $4.99 for some upgrade that I didn't want. So I said, I typed back to the guy. I said, how did you come about me asking for this? I didn't ask for it. And they sent back that, well, on your use, the way you were using it, okay, that's how they come about the price. So I said, no, I don't want it. I'm done. Take me off. We're out of
Yeah.
here. So they sent me another email saying, well, we put you on a free plan, and beginning of November, we're going to want you to try another version of it for $20-some. So I said, we'll see.
Well, how about they just make it affordable for everybody,
Right.
and nobody will be jumping ship?
Right.
Yeah.
So on my podcast, what I did was I went to OBS, all right, and I recorded my podcast on OBS. The only thing, and what I did was I brought it right up to OpenShot, put it on OpenShot, put in my breaks, everything I needed, went up without a hitch, no problem, nothing.
I mean, you can record live through OBS. You won't be able to have a guest without a little bit of work.
But the problem I'm having with it is the size. Okay, so on the screen here, if we put everybody up, it's a full screen. Through OBS, I just have just a little bit. So in other words, it would be like 720 to 1080p, different sizes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the only thing I got to figure out on OBS.
Did you look into the settings?
I did, but I didn't understand quite exactly what they were talking about. So I got to go back and watch our friend one more time.
Yeah. Go back into settings because you want to. Let's see, output. It's under video, under general. You need to make sure your base resolution and your output resolution match.
Gotcha. Okay. What'd I tell you, Charlotte?
Maybe that'll do it.
What'd I tell you? The guru's back.
I know.
I was planning on taking that secret with me.
Oh man, you can't do
I'll
that.
follow you to get it.
He'll follow you to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's funny how they work, with things. So I didn't really realize that a young guy invented StreamYard. A really young guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, and then they sold,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody else got it. So now they're making all these different changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they actually said, I see that you do a lot of recordings. Okay. For the $68 one, we can set you up for a regular studio. I said, I'm not that savvy, and you ain't getting my money for that. So.
Yeah.
There's too many other alternatives.
Yeah.
Yes, there are.
I mean, we used Restream 2 weeks ago, Charlotte,
Yeah, and that was nice.
and I mean,
Yeah.
for the first time and running a blind, I thought it went reasonably well.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
good
think
too.
so.
Racing is definitely good. And it's a $19 price point for the base play. They do have a $10 play,
Mhm.
but like StreamYard, you do have to ask about it. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's other alternatives out there besides StreamYard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So there's no reason not to check them out. And to be honest with you, I kind of like kicking the tires live and getting
Yeah.
everybody's feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it was kind of exciting not knowing if you were going to stay live or not.
Right.
Hey, Marcel.
Hey, Marcel, how are you doing?
Now, Grumpus wasn't it last week, or are you planning to use like emails next time, or
I don't know. What do you think I ought to try next?
one that I have tried is called Evenings. It's
Evenings?
no, Evenings. It's
Oh, EV Mux?
yeah, easy,
Yeah,
but
EV Mux. Yeah, I've tried that one before. And
You
we
know,
can try it
Grumpus,
again.
I think that they've done some upgrades or some new things with EV Mux because I was watching Carol, South Florida Sunshine, do her live stream the other night, and she was tickled to death with it.
With EV Mux?
Yes.
Okay, well,
And
I need to check into it again.
I think that we should try that one again.
I haven't looked at that one in quite a while.
yeah,
Right.
They
Because
kind of hacked me off when they watermarked everything.
Yeah.
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 But
I
maybe
want-
they got enough pushback that maybe they pulled that off.
Now, I
Yeah.
will say in the right-hand corner, you know, where the little duck is on StreamYard,
Yeah.
they have a little icon that kind of moves,
Yeah, it moves around.
and it also tends to cover the person that's in that spot if you have, you know,
But
folks in there.
what it does do is, you know, you've got your standard display format like we have now.
Mhm.
yeah,
EV Mux will let you go in and create that layout exactly the way you wanted it.
Right.
So if that logo got in your way, there's nothing to say you couldn't rearrange the boxes the way you want it
Right.
so that it won't cover anybody else.
Right. Right.
yeah.
Now I don't know if that's free version or if that's paid only. Like I said, maybe that's what we need to look at again.
I think that's a good idea
I'm
because
going
she
to
was
try.
really enchanted with it.
I'm going to try straight up YouTube.
Oh, now that's another option too.
Yep, that's another option
I
too.
mean, YouTube does have an option where you could have.
You can't have guests, I don't think.
Yeah, you can. I think you can.
They
Can you?
actually do have a way to do that now, but they have to be in the live beforehand.
Well, it's kind of like what am I
Mac.
thinking of?
Hey, Big Matt.
OBS. I mean, we can broadcast through OBS,
Yeah,
and there's enough add-on plugins, different things like that you can use to bring guests into OBS.
Oh, I see.
The problem is that I can see is it's not a very good user experience for the guests that are on your
Yeah.
show.
Okay.
Mhm.
So if your show is through OBS, you can make it look really neat and really nice, but you know the people that are actually there, who your fan base is there to see, it's not that good of an experience for them
Okay.
Right.
because
Yeah.
it's a lot of
yeah.
convoluted things that you have to set up to get it all to work. So I mean, we can get OBS to look just like we're looking at now with the chat on the side and all that kind of stuff, but it's not as plug and play as some of these other ones.
Right.
And if my guests can't have a good experience about it, what's the point?
Then yeah, I agree.
I mean, for a solo like I do on Mondays,
Hmm.
OBS worked out fine. There was no hiccups,
yeah.
no nothing. The only thing was that the picture was a little bit smaller. You know, it didn't fill out the box.
It's in
And,
your settings, and it may also make sure your camera settings are
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Don't when you go in and set up your camera properties, a lot of times it will just default to the resolution. Just change that default to the resolution you want and force it. Even if your webcam does 1080 and that's your default, force it to go into 1080 and then put your frame rate in there and make sure it's running. You're not leaving it to chance for the program to be smart enough to pick it all up.
And you know what else I noticed? Also, this webcam I have here, it's a Brio.
Yep.
And when I on StreamYard here and I did my podcast, and this is before they were making the changes over to everything. Of because this now is supposed to be in 1080p right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but when I uploaded it and I did my editing to put it out, the back wall here was changing colors on me, and would get blurry. My face would go in and out. It was just weird. If you look at
That's your autofocus on your camera. Can you turn it off?
yeah, I did. I had everything shut off, but
Yeah,
but
turn the
through-
autofocus off. 'Cause a lot of times it'll search. It'll be looking. Like right now on my hand, it'll take my camera a minute to find
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little
But
bit of a
just-
delay.
You know, if it gets confused and it can't, like right now, it doesn't know what it's supposed to focus on.
right.
Right.
My hand or me.
Or you, right.
So,
But the back, but when I took it from StreamYard up into OpenShot,
yeah.
it was fine. When I put it up on YouTube and rewatched it, everything in the back was all different colors.
So
It
in
was-
OpenShot, do you have to render, once you do your editing, do you have to render that file before you upload it?
Yes.
Okay, well, check your render settings and make sure.
Yeah, I had it all 1080p. I had everything set
Okay.
up the same way it was. It was just, and people were complaining about StreamYard that
Yeah.
there was something going on with the strength of the signal or something that they were saying.
Well, it could have been one of them nights, yeah.
Because what I did was I switched out cameras because it put me in a predicament. I switched out all the cameras, and I put other cameras back up again, and then it was super bright. All right, so I said, now I paid a lot of money for this camera here. I'm not going to just put it in the bag, so I put it back up again, and I went to OpenShot, not OpenShot. I went to OBS, put it in through OBS again, did all the bells and whistles to make it that make the camera for that, and it's been like this ever since. It's been good. So it was through StreamYard that was
Sometimes just turning things off and turning them back on will fix a lot.
yeah.
And
I had to do
Poppy's
that
cure
tonight. I
for
had to
everything-
reboot my computer twice because it didn't want to find my camera.
Oh, I
Wow.
see. Poppy's cure for everything is just clean it. For electronics, it
I-
just needs a good cleaning.
And
just
he's right.
usually-
9 times
I
out
usually-
of 10, I swear to you, that works.
I usually
Nice.
bang on it a little bit.
Blow it.
Sometimes
Thus-
I bang on it a lot if I want something new.
Thus is the problem. So I bought this rather than the canned air anymore.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so
How's that working out? Yep, I see.
Oh, look at
So,
that.
so is that blow?
yeah,
Okay.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, they've got some that are little mini vacuum cleaners too.
so this thing's got it's got the brushes on it, the whole bit. I'm
Oh,
telling you what.
that's great for keyboards.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
I do the keyboard. I actually go inside the back of my screen here,
Yeah,
and you want to see the dust come out here. I can't believe the dust that's out here. I mean, we're in the desert for crying out loud.
Yeah.
but, I mean, particles are so big. Crying out loud.
Always seems to be faster after I wipe down the keyboard and screen.
Marcel, is your computer run faster when you first log in or after you've been on for a couple hours?
Oh, goodness. So, Tom, do you like that Brio?
Yes, I do. I
You
really do.
Okay. The picture's great. I mean, I could stand for you being a little closer to the camera, but
Oh, not me. No.
no, you don't want him to do that. You- Never mind, Tom. Never mind. Never mind.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, but see, the other cameras are too close.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
But-
and then this one here, if I took it and on my laptop because it don't have enough power, I guess,
Right.
and if I wanted to do any kind of live with it or with cooking, this one would blank out.
Oh,
It
Now
would
you
actually-
can change the zoom in the Logitech software.
Yeah,
And you can also change it in OBS in the properties.
that's a little
But
bit
I know
over
what
my
you mean
pay
about the
grade.
cameras. Sometimes mine all come on, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
What it is they get to fighting for USB
priority.
bandwidth.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a problem with OBS.
And Well, I have it across the board on my computer sometimes, because I'll have 3 cameras don't want to work. I'll unplug one, plug it back, and now all of them start working. So
Okay.
a lot of it, I think, I'll have to reboot, let the computer see everything, find it all, reinitialize the share bandwidth. So
See, all this stuff you're talking about makes me really rethink getting normal computer and a normal camera.
no. Well, don't take it that way, because what me and Tom's trying to do is be fancy with multiple cameras and that kind of stuff, and I'm creating the problems,
Okay.
and I know what the
'Cause, I mean,
problem is. And
Honestly,
sometimes the fix costs more than just unplugging a camera.
So I gotta tell you a quick story.
okay.
So I have these little Chinese cameras, okay,
Yeah.
XTUs, all right.
The ones you got
So-
for free over and over again.
Yeah,
The
from one-
soup cameras.
Yeah,
Zoom cameras.
from one camera, I got 6 different cameras
I know.
for
He
free.
drove the price up.
Wait a minute. So the last one I've had, the one they sent me out, I set it all up, okay, on a boom. I was gonna overcooking where I was, what I was gonna be making overhead,
Yeah.
and for some odd reason, the attachment I didn't screw it in all the way, and boom, the camera hit the ground. All right. Geez, I just got this thing. Blah 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 blah. Put it in the case, and what I was using it for, so I have 2 other cameras, the same kinds, upgraded ones, one older one, an upgraded one, and this one was like the best. So I had 3 of them. So what I was using it for was to charge my batteries. I would take the other batteries out, the extra batteries from the other 6 cameras that I had, kept the batteries, and I would plug them in and out. So I go by, now I was, whether I was going to get a DSL, whatever they call it, a regular camera,
Right.
or was I going to stick with these little ones? So I did a lot of research on it, and some of the cameras, one was a Canon, the other one was a Sony, and for a lot of money. But they said this little one, another camera like this, was better than all of them. So I went back and forth. I did, like I said, watched a lot of videos on it, the whole bit. Well, it's a DJI, it's called.
Yeah.
Okay? They are fantastic little cameras.
Yep. A lot of
Yeah.
people's using
They're
those.
expensive.
So I got this DJI 4. Get it?
4?
Yeah, the 4.
4K.
Okay.
The 4K. Well, yeah. So I get it here in the house, and you got to go. There's a process you got to go through, and I'm going through the process. They give you 5 times to get this thing logged on to their app site to get an app for it. If you don't get the app for it, the camera doesn't work.
No, that kind of
Okay.
sucks.
So I get on. Okay, now they're telling me that my phone don't have enough oomph to download this app.
Oh no.
So now I blow through the five different apps. Okay, now I can't use it.
Oh no.
Try to get it through my computer. I mean, I spent 4 days between my watching different videos. And it was funny because I hope nobody out there is going to be mad at this one. But everyone that had the problem that I had, I couldn't understand. They didn't speak good English for me to understand.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I turned around and told Maria, I said, you know what? I can't use this camera. This camera just does not work for me.
Right.
So now, watching one video, guy said, if you ever have a problem with any of these smaller cameras, okay, they don't work or whatever, go to factory reset
Yeah. Yeah.
and reset the camera.
Yeah.
Bells go off in my head. I take that XTU camera that I had that I dropped, that I was using for the battery charger, and I
Right.
open it up, put it on factory reset. It works.
There you go.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It, So now I take the other camera and I send it to DJI. I send it back through Amazon.
There you go.
Amazon tells me that it was $380. I think it was almost 400 and some change.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. They turned around and said to me, it's going to take 30 days for you to get your money back. And I back crawled through the phone.
Oh my gosh.
I said, number one, you give me somebody that speaks English, number one.
They
Number
didn't.
two.
They didn't wait 30 days to charge you.
No, they didn't.
So
No.
I argued it. Okay. Anyway, long story short, get my money back. Reading an article the other day that DJI and the State Department of the United States, because these cameras are directly out of China, they also make what do they call one of them things?
Tripods.
No, the things that fly.
Drones.
Yeah.
Drones.
The drones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They banned their DJI drones in this country.
No kidding.
Something about, and that's why you had to sign. That's why you had to go back to the app and get an app because they took all the data of what I was doing with that camera.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. So they have them little handheld ones now. They're having trouble with them also. So I said, no wonder I couldn't. It just wouldn't let me in.
Right.
And if I did get in, it just didn't happen. So there's a problem with that camera right now. So I had a big to do with Amazon about it, but they finally had talked to somebody, and the next day they gave me the money back. Plus, they gave me some credit, you know, for the problems. So it's kind of scary that you're buying these cameras for $300-400, and what the junk that's behind it.
That is a ton of money to spend on a webcam.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
I mean, I've got, before I got this last one, I was using the Elgato webcam. And I really liked it.
This wasn't a webcam. though.
The
It was this-
problem is they won't play nice together. You try to get more than one on the computer at one
Yeah.
time, they fight for the signal.
Okay.
Yeah. There was one of these little cameras.
Yeah, I got
Like
you.
an action camera.
Almost like that's like a GoPro.
Yeah.
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 It's a poor man's GoPro, but it works great. So now I can set up 3 of them and not have any problems. But
If
the
it gives
whole
you the
idea,
picture you want, then you won.
yeah, the only problem I'm having, like I said, was with the audio. And this newer camera had an external plug-in. Actually, DJI makes really great mics for wireless,
Okay.
and they have a good sound. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But I told Marie to save $300 and some dollars, almost $400. I'll overspeak, I'll overdub it
Right.
every time.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it no more.
Hmm.
It's a shame. It really is a shame.
It
Well,
really
you
is.
can probably get you an add-on mic. You don't have to spend that kind of money.
These cameras won't take it because they are they're not micro C. They are USB minis plugins. And all the mics are not like that now. So.
Yeah. There you go. So,
They have
Can't-
to have some kind
Can't
of
you
adapter.
record? Can't you use what do you usually do? Audacity? What do you
Yeah.
use? Well, you can record through Audacity, and then link up that audio with your video in open source or OpenShot.
Normally, what I do is I'll upload the video. I don't talk on it, and what I'll do is then I'll voice over on that each one.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, if that's what works, yeah. That's what's the easiest.
Trying to cut corners, and I caught myself. So
Tom, that happens to me so often.
Yeah.
Trying to be cheap, trying to cut corners, trying to save a buck, and then I end up regretting my purchase.
exactly.
Well, that's what,
And I need to stop doing. I have made this is my New Year's resolution next year. I'm gonna stop doing that because
Yeah.
I save money and I save money like crazy for the things that we want around here. And
Yeah.
then I blow it because I don't get the actual thing that I wanted. I get the the cheaper version of it.
Well, that's what I told Vicky. I said, buying the cheap one twice ends up costing more than the one I thought cost too much.
Exactly. And like I said, I'm going to quit doing it because
Yeah.
it's not worth it in the long run for the frustration and the aggravation, plus having to do it 2 or 3 times. It makes no sense to me.
Takes the fun out of it.
It really does. It really does. In fact,
Hey, Charlotte,
yes, honey.
I'm gonna call it a night. Have a good one, guys.
Okay, you too, my dear.
Good to see you, DJ. Have a good
All
night.
Okay, take care,
Take
buddy.
care.
Hopefully, I will see you on Thursday.
Oh yeah, you'll see us Thursday. It'll be his birthday is Thursday, and he's gonna be on a live stream. So everybody
right.
go to DJ's channel on Thursday.
Bye, guys.
Bye, honey.
Take care, DJ. Yeah, that was. I mean, the camera worked really well. I mean, and the audio and everything was great on it. But there again,
Yeah.
you couldn't get into that thing, and all of a sudden they're saying, "Well, it's Chinese," and they stop. Get the hell away from me! Give me another camera.
Right.
I mean, a lot of times, the item you're looking for may be a little on the expensive side, even at the base price.
Yeah.
But once you get your funds up to here, where you can buy the cheapest thing they have, generally the difference between the next couple of levels is only that much.
Right. Right.
So, you save all this time to spend $300 on something, and you get top of the line for $400.
Right. Yeah. That's
Or
exactly
you end up
what
buying the cheaper one, and then kicking yourself later, saying, "Man, I wish I'd went ahead and got so and so. I had more features that I could use now."
Yeah.
And now you're $300 in, and you can't throw that away.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
What's up, Wesley?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm
Wesley,
hanging
how you
in there.
Did you get the pillow to hold on to it yet?
Oh yeah, they gave me the pillow first off. Said that's gonna be my best friend.
Oh yeah. My dad had his chest cracked years ago, and he walked around with that pillow for a while.
It is rough, but no, I'm doing all right.
Well, that's good. Blurry. I could
How's
speak to my
work?
bifocals, but then you're looking at my nose.
I was talking to Charlotte. She says, "I don't think you really fully understand what they did to you." I says, "I don't think I do either.
Now they filleted you like a trout.
Maybe I don't want to know."
Yeah.
I'll watch a video on it. That'll be fun.
Oh, I've seen the videos. I mean, they cracked me open like a blue point crab on a clam bake.
That's why they, with the bladder cancer and how they did it with me, was they said, well, maybe you should look at videos on it. And I looked at the video and went, are you freaking kidding me?
Oh no.
Yeah. Are you? I mean, completely. And they told me, well, the first time after we get rid of the catheter, the first time that you urinate, it may burn a bit.
A bit?
Burn a bit. Burn a bit.
Liars.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, it was like an F-15 taken off an aircraft carrier for crying
Yeah.
out loud. Unbelievable.
F-18.
So,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
your walls
is-
do hurt when you pee. After
I
when they take the
remember.
cath out.
Remember when
So
they
that's
did
that's
that
one
to me while I
now.
was having Violet?
Okay.
And I raised
What
all-
is that? Your battery?
No, that's a camera.
Okay, I got you.
Right? That's one. I got three the same, only a couple different upgrades
Okay.
from them, and that's the one that they sent me. The last one they told me last one, you go home now. You get no more camera, Garvey.
Take all the free junk you can.
Yeah, I got 6 of them, and a couple of them just exploded on me. I just dropped them and whatever.
So did the battery explode, or you dropped them and they shattered?
I dropped and they shattered, just went all over the place.
That
So-
sucks.
And plus, what I do, Wesley, with them, when I'll be cooking, I'll have them like over the fire, over to where I'm cooking, and they
Right.
can't take the heat, so they just start separating and twisting and this and that. So, but they don't know that. They didn't know that. So. But they said, we send you no more warranty for you.
Oh,
Higher quality cameras then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
We were just talking about that. Yeah.
I was beating the system. So they said, I say, if you make a camera, but here's another one though, Grumpus. They turn around that same camera next to you now. There's one called Akasa. Akasa also makes microphones.
Okay.
So, but they're all Chinese. But Akasa had the identical camera to mine. Identical. All right. But what they did was they changed the input to micro C input, and you can use an external camera. You can use a wireless camera on it.
So you're saying you got a mic now, but it won't plug into the camera
Yeah.
because the cable's wrong?
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
buy an
right.
adapter?
I use all kinds of adapters. It just don't work. Just
Okay.
don't work. So I'm back to square one with it. So, but I'm good with it. I have no problems. At this stage of the game, I mean, what the hell?
I mean, you sound good tonight.
Yeah, it's the same. That camera I don't use, but the camera that's on the these wireless mics right here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Now they work in the computer, the whole bit, but so
Maybe
I
it's
gotta,
just pinned wrong.
yeah. I mean, you can't get a straight answer from anybody. You know what kind of adapter can I use for it? You know. So
Hey,
and then
Tom.
I did have
Send-
the wire.
Send it to Poppy and he'll have it working the right way in about 14 minutes.
Okay.
Because he's my electronics technician. You know?
Well, even some of the junk I do at work, we cheat and we'll find a schematic. It might not be the schematic from the manufacturer, but we find one. And then we'll find one from the piece of gear we're trying to adapt or make it work the way we want it to. And we'll figure out, oh, the reason why it's not working is because it's pinned wrong. And we'll just make our own adapter or just chop off the one that the thing came with and wire it into an old adapter that's made for the piece of gear we're using. And it works.
Magic.
Hey, these cameras come with a mic. They actually do come with a mic, but it's short. So if you get away from it, I'll be moving around and then it changes. But it has that echo chamber sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It sounds like you're in a basement, or whatever. And when I had the mic with the wire on, I had a 20-foot wire on it. All right.
Right.
And I got the 20-foot got caught around something. That's how the camera wound up in the soup.
I end up on the floor
So
because I get it tangled around my feet.
yeah,
I'm
it's just
sorry, I'm
cumbersome.
not in here.
Them little wireless
Move your booty. So
little
that's
wireless lav mics are. I mean, that's the way you'll probably end up going, Tom.
Yeah, a wireless lav mic works really good.
Yep.
The only problem I have with mine, and I bought a cheap one, and that is that the battery didn't last very long, so I couldn't do a live stream with it. I could only make short 10-minute videos, and then I'd have to charge it again.
Oh,
But
okay.
that now I did buy a new one recently.
You did?
Yeah, remember the purple one?
No.
Okay. Well, anyhow, it's round. Like,
He's-
let me see if I can find it, and I'll show it to
He
y'all.
sounds like Marie. See, because I got to justify things with the boss.
Yeah. Surprise.
Yeah. So what's this microphone gonna do?
I don't know which one's which.
Well, that was the purple one.
Well, I know, but okay. I think this.
You can't see it.
So I think I just got to save my. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That thing there.
Yeah.
And then this one, I think these do two different things, though. I'm not sure. Oh, never mind. These are I got some wireless earbuds.
Okay.
Give it your bud.
A bud. I don't know where the other one is. But yeah, the purple ones are really cool because it comes off and it clips to your shirt. See the
Okay.
back of it?
Yeah.
It's a clip. And this is a little USB thing that plugs into my phone. It could probably plug into anything with an adapter. Plus, see that right there?
Yeah.
You can plug in a wired lavalier and wear that on somebody else or yourself.
Well, couldn't you do that on the live streams?
Oh yeah, I could do that.
That way you don't have to worry about batteries running out.
Well, this one I don't know how long the battery lasts because I've never used it.
Does it have adapter?
Okay, Tara.
Actually,
Good night, Terry.
It's blinking.
Get feeling better, man.
Good night, my dear. Take care, Terry.
Have a good night.
Yes.
Yeah, you can put a charger in this right here, so you can have a charger either in your back.
So
pocket or
that's
plug it
a
into the
USB-C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a USB micro.
Yes.
Okay. And there's no the adapter I have from the micro to a USB-C.
Yeah.
Okay. These little mics don't work.
It won't work.
So I don't know
I'll
if it's
tell
the
you
power
what's
from these
cool about
cameras or not.
this is there's a
The
plug in the back.
The C is probably looking for a signal it can't find on the mini or their micro.
Yeah.
Some adapters only do audio. You have to make sure your adapter does data.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Also, I never thought of that.
But this thing you can charge it in the case too. You just plug the
Nice.
charging
Nice.
cord in there, and it charges your oh shoot. But anyhow, I haven't used this yet. I'm really kind of looking forward to using it. I was thinking about going on a bike ride and maybe using this on the bike ride to see if it has a lot of wind noise.
Fire
Okay.
them bad boys up. Try them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
MAONA. No, MAONO. Maono.
Sure.
But
Oh,
anyhow,
that's-
I got this on Amazon.
That's Yoko's brother.
I know, right? But we'll see. We'll see how it works. If it don't work, I'll just break down and buy a Rode.
Well, that's what I did. I bought a Rode first. I figured I might as well start at the top. If that don't work, I'm done.
Well, I had a Rode, and then I changed phones, and it doesn't have a what's that called? RSS.
RSSI.
Where you plug it in, you know, this thing
The
for
3.5 jack?
Yeah, the 3.5.
See, from all the trade-ins I had.
Yeah.
But this,
I mean, this is the receiving end of the Rode that just plugs right into my camera,
Right.
okay.
and then the other part, the transmitter, just clips on your shirt.
Right.
This has got I think it's got like a 50-foot range or something like that.
Yeah, these little ones I have are 65 feet.
Yeah.
But this is the one that goes to the camera. Okay. So when you and it's bendable. I mean, I can bend these.
Well, what'd they think you was going to do? Park that camera on your chin?
Yeah. So I mean, you set it up on the thing and you can face it up like that and talk, but it still sounds like you're in a basement.
Oh, okay.
That's the quality.
Well, I've not been sorry that I spent the money on the Rode.
Now, what do you have? What was that? A camcorder you have?
This is an old Canon
Okay.
camcorder. This is what I shoot all my videos on.
Okay.
I mean, this is 9 years old,
The clarity is unbelievable.
maybe longer, but it does a great job.
So yeah, I guess I'll. I told Maria, I said, well, after the first of the year, we'll see what I'm going to do. But I mean, I got 3 cameras, so I'm not going to. They're all working, so I'm not going to just not use them and spend
Right.
money where I don't have to. You know what I mean?
Well, that's another thing people don't think about. You get into an environment with a certain brand, and then it's hard to get away from them.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, and then restart it all again and reprogram everything to the computer for downloading the stuff and all that stuff. So I don't know. I think
And
I'm
that's
just gonna-
another thing on some of the cables that we use. You actually have to download or go online and download software to make sure that cable can be used. You go to your toolbar and you find it, you plug it in, and it'll assign what port you plug it into. And it might not recognize it in any other port you plug it into on your computer. But once you have software installed, what I do to all my cables is once my computer assigns it, like say port 1, 2, 3, whatever, I write it on my cable with a piece of tape. That way
Okay.
I always know which port to plug it into, and I don't have to chase anything. It's there, I plug it in, and done.
What I use the small little zip ties.
Yeah, zip ties work.
I use those, and then I color code each end of the cable.
Mm.
You know, like Wesley knows, like resistors have the stripes.
Yeah.
So I'll use those on each end of my cable, because I've got cable extensions. I got a couple in here. I think they're 12 foot. One might be 15. But by the time I plug it in to the camera, and I fish it around and get it in all my wire management and everything, and I get to the other end, I can't remember which cable's which.
Right.
Oh.
So that's how I mark my cables, so I can keep them straight.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about anything
Sharpie.
falling off, no tape or anything like that.
I'll write stuff down on it and don't remember what I wrote down.
Well, that's it. Half time I can't read my writing.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually use tape on it and stuff like that. I was getting into the point where I was taking the laptop and I was trying to do lives. In other words, live cook, put it up, and just didn't work. It just flat out didn't work. Computer wasn't strong enough to do what I wanted to do. So, yeah, I said, well, ditch that one. Of course, I wanted a different. I wanted to switch cameras without stopping the video. Take
Exactly.
the camera physically, move it over here. So I wanted to be able to switch it back and forth.
Exactly.
OBS worked fine for that, but my computer wasn't strong enough for it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I would have them all set up, switch them, and then all of a sudden start it, go live, go to switch them, and it just wouldn't take it. It just
You know, Santa Claus has new computers.
Yeah, I know.
Santa
but
Claus has new computers.
Well, a certain little birdie already told me what you would like.
Yeah, well.
all of a sudden
So
your little
there's that.
crying just said, "Did you see the door open?
Is he it?
What'd you say about a computer?" Unbelievable.
I guess I'm gonna have to save my own money for that.
Yeah.
So I guess that means I need to do some more YouTubing.
Go out on the street and find pennies on the ground.
Hey, you wouldn't believe it. How I've been saving our change for ever since I started doing this whole budgeting thing, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you wouldn't believe how quick that crap adds up.
I think.
And
Go ahead.
what I did with it last year, I saved it all year long. Well, my granddaughter, my grand Millie, she goes to school at this school where the PTA does a fundraiser called the Penny Wars.
Okay.
And you add your pennies to this jar, and however many pennies you get counts as points. Well, whoever gets the highest amount of points, the class gets a pizza party or an ice cream party or something like that. So what I do is I take all my, here's another caveat to the game is if you put in dollar bills or silver coins, it subtracts points.
Ah.
So I save up all my change and I give the kids the pennies to put in their jars. Then on the last day, we take all the rolled quarters and dimes and nickels and throw them in the other teachers' jars and try to sabotage them. It didn't work this year.
I have a 5-gallon water bottle,
Mm-hmm.
one of the old glass ones that I have been dropping change in for probably the last 30 years.
Holy Moses.
It's probably been 10 years since I was able to move that jar because it's so darn heavy. Vicky
Well,
keeps
you
saying, we need to
definitely
dump
need to
that and
start
roll it.
going
We need to
through
dump
that.
that and roll it. I said, why don't you just leave it alone? The dates on them coins probably worth more than the face value.
Right, right.
Well, some of them, certain week pennies, they're worth a lot of stinking money all by like one penny.
You know, a lot of banks are doing it now, but I remember when Bank of America first instigated a program. It was some sort of a roundup deal where every time you use your debit card, it would
Oh, yeah.
round up to the next dollar
I remember that.
and put that change in an account for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know how many years ago that's been. It's probably been 20 years now, but at last time I looked, because it'll show you what you've accumulated.
Right.
And some days you may get $1.80. Some days it may be, a little bit of nothing. But over the course of time, I was over $4,000 once.
Oh my gosh!
Just because when I bought something, if it was 89 cents, they took that extra 11 cents out and put it aside
Put
for
it in
me.
that account for you.
And it was real easy to rack up, a buck or two during the day.
Yeah.
If you do that every day of the week, it's just mind blowing how fast
It really
It
it will
is.
accumulates.
add up, and you don't even
Mine-
miss it.
My dad bought a used pickup truck for $1,000 with 6 silver dollars.
And that's something.
It was worth them 6 silver dollars were worth $1,000,
I'll be darned.
and he gave the guys the 6 silver dollars, showed them what they were worth, and left. When my father gave me for my daughter, this was his granddaughter. He had the older ones, but she was the baby. Okay. And he gave me a 1955 double die penny.
Wow.
Okay. That at the time after my daughter got married, I said, "This is from Granddaddy. This is what he want you to have.
Yeah.
Hang on to it if you can, but if you need the money, there it is."
Yeah.
And that was worth $3,000.
Nice.
Good grief.
And that's what he did. That's what my dad did. He wasn't a great coin collector, but what Grumpus said, he had a jar that he filled up, okay, and I got a dollar silver certificate from 1936 that he said, whether it's worth $1.25 or whatever, but he told me hang on to that because that's going to be worth money someday,
Oh yeah.
okay. But he kept it in his Bible. He had a big Bible. Not that he was a Bible reader or anything like that, but there was like a display thing.
Oh, every family had them back then.
And to keep it flat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah, he had a lot of he gave my my older nephew, he gave him his books of pennies and different coins and stuff like that. And that actually paid for his last year at Tulane University.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Well, if you're patient, that stuff can really pay off.
Yeah. My daughter said the other day she wished she had that 55 again.
Yeah. Well, maybe somebody will come along and pay for Violet's university.
I have a 18. It's a money clip. It's all silver. It's an 1897. I can't remember, but it's embossed and it's got the clip on it, all silver, with a sign of a dollar sign on it. Money clip. That I took it to just to get an idea what it would be worth. But I took it to the pawn shop out here in Vegas that's on TV, the Pawn Stars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I took it to them, and the guy looked at it, and he said, "You're looking about 1900 if it doesn't break." He said, "Because it's solid silver, and by moving it all the time,
Yeah.
it might crack in half." I don't use it anymore. I don't carry it with me anymore. I got
Yeah.
it, put away. But yeah, he's 100%. Grump's 100% right. How much it accumulates, like that.
Yeah.
Well, that jar has not moved from its spot in years and years and years. Because I can't pick it up, and I'm afraid if I scoot it, it'll crack.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You
Yeah,
might
that's
want to
why.
just kind of tip it or have a
I still drop money. I still drop change in it, so
have your stepson come over and just tip it and get the
no.
money out of it.
That'd be like a mouse trap. I'd just put a cheeseburger next to it, see if I can catch him.
That's true. I didn't even think of that, but you're right. Yeah.
I got to tell you what, where we live, water out here is horrible. I mean, just it's just in the dishwasher. You can put whatever kind of soap you want in it. It still got the water spots.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have a machine that takes that water and filters it. Okay, to it's drinkable. So wine bottles and whatever plastic bottles we have, for a quarter, you get a gallon of water, purified water. So I see people going to the stores paying $5-6 for a 5-gallon thing of water, whatever.
Mhm.
Well, I get a gallon for a quarter.
Mhm.
So every month, when I get my check, I get $10 roll of quarters, and that's how we get our water. Marie's got, I call it Gunga Din. She's got a little cart, a shopping cart, puts the jugs in there, goes up, and gets our
Right.
water for the week.
We have at Walmart, you can take your empty jugs and go fill up the jugs at Walmart for, I don't know how much it is anymore, do you?
Yeah, a couple bucks.
No, honey, the water dispenser thing.
No, I've seen it, but I've never done it. So I don't know.
Well, it used to be about 35 cents, right? I don't know how much it is now because I quit using it, and I'll tell you why. I have no idea where they would hide a container of purified water or a filter or anything else behind the wall that machine's sitting on. And I bet you it's just piped in regular old faucet water like what comes out of my sink. And I'm not paying for that. Because my water bill,
It's probably got the original charcoal filter still on it.
Yeah.
and see, our water bill here is already $90 a month.
Wow.
We have no meters. It's a flat rate for every single home in this town. $90 a month. It's like, are you serious? So guess what I do? I use all that water in my garden, and I don't care how much I use
Hey.
because I'm paying a whole bunch for it.
Yep.
But I won't drink it.
I mean, you got a neighbor there somewhere that's probably got a mess of kids, probably does 2 or 3 loads of laundry a day.
True.
4 or 5 tubs of bath water for all,
Right.
a day. So,
Right.
I don't feel bad about watering my yard.
No, I don't either. And
They
in fact,
don't
we just watered our garden all day today, didn't we?
They don't charge us for the water here.
No.
Okay, but what they do is they have reclaimed water that they spray all the grass and stuff with. Okay, well, the county just upped the water bill for everybody. Everybody's up in arms about it. So no more grass is allowed. New buildings, this and that. So this whole place took every bit of grass out and made it a desert landscape. So they have flowers and that they planted, all stuff for the desert, and they put in these smaller little, you see it just wet the ground a little bit like that, but put all this gravel and stuff throughout the whole place.
Oh, no.
Talking to the manager, he said the first month alone, okay, they cut it almost like 3/4
Wow.
of the bill.
Wow.
Yep. He said so.
What
That's
about
why.
all those pretty trees, that palm trees and stuff that they are?
Oh,
They
no.
still there?
No, they're still there, but just the grass. No more grass.
Okay.
So they put some places they'll put astroturf
Mhm.
down and stuff like that. So
Y'all,
I
this is a
get
10-minute warning. I'm gonna end this thing at 12:30. So, because we gotta go get some sleep before we go pick up Murphy at 3 in the morning. So,
Yep.
And I'm
No
sure
problem.
Grumpus is getting tired.
I
We'll
feel
call
I feel everything kicking in.
Yeah, I bet. I can see you over there kind of rocking a little bit.
Did I doze off?
So, 10 more minutes and we'll end it.
Yep. Sounds
I'm
good
sorry.
to me. I partied hard today. 70s are rough there.
Yeah,
you
it's
did,
tough
and now
being
you're
that
an
old.
man. You can't stay up late with us no more, can you?
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, Tom.
My daughter says to me, "So, Dad, when you leave here, you going to the casino and everything?" I ain't been to the casino in I don't know how long. I said, "What would make you think that?" She says, "Well, the old dad would be out for a week." I said, "See, right away, you got to throw that old dad in there."
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think anything wrong with going to the casino after you've had a good night's sleep. You should go tomorrow and have a birthday casino trip.
Now I can go and feel really happy about being called a senior citizen.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And use your discount.
Hey, get off my crap table.
What were we talking about the other day? And I told you I'm a senior citizen.
Parking at the football game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We didn't know this. The other night, we were picking Murphy up from his practice or his game. Practice. It was Thursday night. And he and I decided to walk around the the student parking lot in front of the football stadium. And it's about the same size as the football field, so I figured we did about a mile walk because we walked it 4 times. Well, as we were walking down the north end of that parking lot, I saw the signs and they said senior citizen parking for games only. I said, we ought to use these next time. He
Heck
said,
yeah.
he
Hell
said,
yeah.
why? And I said, I'm a senior citizen. I'm over 55. I can't.
I had,
He looked at me and goes, oh, are you telling me I married a geezer?
she, I
I
had,
said, you sure did. You sure did.
I told you I had the physical therapy lady came in today for the first time.
Yeah, yeah.
And went through all her questions, stuff like that. And she telling me what I need to do, what not to do. And she showed me this app on my phone that'll keep track of my steps.
Okay.
And she said, just keep a record of your steps and try to do that better every day.
Mhm.
So she said, you can run that. You can go down the hall and count how many and back and how many times you do that. And you can do this and keep track of it. So Vicky had said something about she'd added some water to the pond and had to go shut the water off. So the lady said, well, she got an interest in my pond, so she wanted to go out and see it. So I told her, I said, well, what I'll probably be doing is taking laps around that pond. I said, I wonder how far around that is. She said, well, let's just find out. So she walks it.
Right.
Vicky come around the corner. She said, what's going on? I said, I'm a delegator from way back. I got her to run my lap for me.
That's funny.
Awesome.
Marie's 70 already, so she's gonna
Yeah.
be 71 in January. But yesterday and today, I mean, she just drove me insane. She kept saying, "This is the last cup of water I'm gonna give to you while you're 69 years old." And then this morning she says, "I'm gonna be the first one to tell you." This is the first water as you're 70. Get the hell away from me with all this nonsense you're talking. Yeah. Unbelievable. Oh, Charlotte froze, I think.
Yep.
Stop. Are y'all back?
Yep.
We
Are
never
y'all
left.
back? Okay,
It
okay.
froze here.
It froze up big time here. It was just
Yeah,
so in the drain.
we saw you were froze.
Oh my gosh, that was weird. Well, Tom froze first.
No, you froze again.
No, he's just old now. He don't move fast.
I don't freeze. I got frostbite.
So are you playing? Are you back to playing, Tom?
No, they guys split up. I mean, I never seen a bunch of older guys that argued about
Oh,
stuff.
I thought you
Oh,
joined the
that's
new group.
unfortunate.
I did, and they just
That didn't pan out.
it didn't
You
pan
need to
out
get up.
whatsoever. So
There, you're back.
Okay,
Sorry.
great. Good
I'm not gonna
Lord.
push it.
Look here, I came back with 2 extra people on the live stream too.
How'd that happen?
I don't know, but it did.
We've been here.
Do you need to get up?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
You
We
maybe.
got anybody left in the chat?
I don't know. Is anybody left in the chat? Hey, folks, raise your
I think
hand or
I
something.
think Marcel's still here.
Probably, yeah. Oh well, went down to 8. I guess I turned them off.
Yeah, that's what I see is 8.
Yeah. So that's all right. Ain't gonna bother me none. Alex is here. Hello, Alex. How are you?
Oh,
Have you been lurking?
Good to see you, Alex.
Okay, Marcel's here, and Dwayne's here, It was like the Blues Brothers 2000 movie. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Marcel's giving us the thumbs up. Dwayne's still here. Yeah, there we go. I haven't seen Alex in a while. He came in the stream, I believe, that I did. I think that was I don't know. It was about a week ago. I can't remember now. Anyhow, I think I'm winding down. I'm cutting it short. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel like
done.
I'm fading.
Look at, I know, and I am too. And this is not like me, y'all. It's only 12:26. What is wrong with me? I guess I'm
I
getting
got to
old.
get up early and do the McDonald's run again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Gruber.
Well, Tom, I'm so happy that you were here. Happy birthday
Thank you,
for the
appreciate
final
it.
time this evening. Hope that I see you again on your next birthday. And Grumpus, congratulations on staying alive.
Yeah, I did my best.
Yeah, I know. I see that. You're doing great, and I'm glad that you were able to come up with us tonight. We're going to let you rest now. Go get some rest. Do your steps
Adios.
tomorrow.
All right, everybody in the chat, thanks. I will hopefully see everybody next week.
Yeah, we'll
All
be
right,
here.
guys. Good
We'll
night.
see you, Tom. Happy birthday.
Good night,
Have a good
everybody.
evening.
You guys.
Have a good
Take care.
weekend. Charlotte, Wesley, we'll see you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.